Good morning, everybody. I got Joe Bruno on the phone. He did an interview with Bambi, which was good. Everybody should go see that. And he wanted to end it right there, but Pizza had to keep running his mouth and doing videos on him every day. So Joe had a couple other things to say about Tony, but he forgot. So, all right, everybody, here's Joe. How you doing, Joe?
Hello, Mr. Joe Guys. How you doing, sir? This is a history in the making right here also because I know you've been wanting to go to Sydney for a very long time.
Yes. A long time. Since the day it happened.
Well, you know what? A kind of guy like I am, I'm the kind of person like, if I say something with that fucking scumbag, whatever you want to call it, boom in the Benz, pizza, I tell you, even if I promise my worst enemy, I'm not going to say nothing. I won't say nothing, but he got into, I don't know what it is with him. He's so obsessed now. It's like, he put me into it again. It's like, this is all started because I never answered his phone call. Nobody wants to talk to this guy. I have nothing to say to him. You know, he gets mad because I don't want to answer his phone call. Okay, number one, I was never his friend. Number one. I went there. Number two, I went there to feel him out, to see what he's about. Never shook his hand. I palmed him. Never gave him $20. Never gave him jack shit. The only thing I gave him was a big scare that he ran around his fucking car. Okay? And I'll still say, he ran around his car. And then he came around and he said, I was just joking. I said, joking about what? I said, but you're a gangster, ain't you? How come you're not tough enough? Face me. He goes, I was just kidding. I'm not a mobster. The guy said, I do this to get under people's skin. That's what he said to me. And I've said a million times, that's what he said to me. You know, Pizza is just a little squirmy old man that nobody, I'm telling you, you would get in trouble if you touched this guy. I was going there to crack him in the head just to give him a wake-up call, but once I seen him, I was like, oh, fuck no. I would go to jail for this guy. And then I noticed when he kept looking around he was looking for cameras. Yes, that's what because when he brought it up, then I realized why he was looking around. It was the cameras. Number two, when I was screaming. Number three, when he was screaming, when I was screaming about his brother and stuff, I wanted people to see and know what kind of a fucking suit this guy was. I need help. Why would I need help if I did all this trouble running around looking for this fucking guy? Why would I need help for? And then another thing is, if I was in Florida a couple of days ago, I would have came up to you the same fucking way the way I did to you here in New York.
Yep.
So I was never in fucking Florida. I had no reason to go to Florida. I never said I was going to Florida. The only thing I did say was, I did run you out of New York. And I tell you why right now, because one day when you called me, and you were yapping about somebody on here, and I don't even know who the person was, I never heard the person, and I didn't want to hear it. I said, Pizza, do me a favor. He was already leaving Florida, he was leaving to Florida. And I said, Pizza, if you come back here, I'm going to expose you. He said, well, don't worry about it, I'm not coming back anyway. Plus, I don't need to get exposed because I don't want to lose my money. Yes, he did say that. And then Bambi wanted me to share this guy with him because she did know I didn't say a couple of things on her show, but she did want me to share this with you guys and pass it over to you, Joey. She said to me, no, that I was going to say to her, and my sources, people, you want to know that Pizza is a real CI?
Oh, how?
Pizza, a long time ago, I found out Pizza was in jail for 23 days in North Carolina.
Yeah.
The guy was in jail saying something about a gun. He became a CI right after that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Pizza is a CI.
That's why he only did 20.
He's a CI right now because when he calls the cops, and you notice nothing happens because he is a CI.
Yeah, that's why he only did 23 days because he fucking went out and snitched. Now,
yep, he made a deal. Yes.
Now, in the video with Tony, when he was videoing you looked short, but you're not really short. How tall are you?
I'm 5'9.5".
Okay. And how tall you think pizza is?
Pizza's 5'5".
Okay.
Now
There's three people that have met Tony in person.
Yeah.
All of them had said he's between 5'5" and 5'6",
Yep.
and no more than 160 pounds. And
Pizza about 160, 165. Yes, exactly.
And he claims to be 5'9", 175.
He would be my size in height. No way.
Yeah. So you're 5'9" and a half, and he's way shorter.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Barry, he was deteriorating. He was like disgusting the way he looked. He reeked of ass, cigarettes, piss, shit. That's what he smelled like.
Well, he's got all of his clothes in the car.
Yeah.
And he doesn't wash the clothes, so the funk from that car probably smelled too, or truck,
Oh my
whatever
God.
it was.
Yeah, he told me, he goes, I know I smoke, but don't tell nobody, just tell everybody I smoke. He told me to say all that. So I felt listen, I'm not going to lie. I felt bad for fucking guy. When I seen him, I was like, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? But as long as, listen, I stepped up to this guy. He was shit the fucking brick. And it's like, I didn't put out my hand to shake his hand. He was the one who came to me. He goes, please, let's call the truth. Because I didn't know you wasn't that guy. He goes, because when I went over, I said, who the fuck you calling junkie? He goes, we made up. We made up a couple of days ago. You're Joey Turkey-neck, right? I'm like, who the fuck is Joey Turkey-neck? I'm the fucking junkie, motherfucker. And I pull off my hat. You remember me now? He goes, oh my God, you're the wrong guy. He goes, I have no beef with you. And he's fucking running around the car. And that's when he came around. He goes, please. He goes, let's call the truth, please. And he put out his hand. I put out my palm. I palmed him. He goes, let's do a video together. I said, let's do a video together. And then, that's when he was telling me to say, that's why I said, I already knew what he wanted me to say because he already told me. He was like, let's tell the people we're good friends. We knew each other for a long time. You knew people I know. I said, all right, let's do that, whatever. I just want to get the fuck out of there now.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't take it no more with him. Because the smell he had on him. And then listen, that dog, and nothing he said, he goes, I made his dog get aggravated. No, his dog came out and licked the shit out of him. Listen, I'm a cat person. I love cats. I feed 50 cats every day for the last 12, 13 years. I'm a cat lover. Basically, I'm a fur baby lover, period. So the dog knew I loved animals. And I hate using that word because people are animals. So, Pete actually got mad when the dog actually came up to me. He actually got mad. So I said, when I tell you, you do anything stupid, he's like, no, but I just don't want him, because he doesn't know you. I don't want to get to know strangers like this, because then he's going to let strangers come to the car. I said, yeah, whatever. But I was patting him, but you could see he was getting mad, Pizza, because I was loving the dog.
Okay.
But the dog was happy.
Yeah.
The dog felt happy.
Now, how many times a day did he call you?
Oh my God, no, not every day. No, he called me every day. Maybe twice a day. I'd say, we're good, right? We're good, right? I said, dude, we're good. Every third day, I said, dude, we're good. Please.
Did he ever ask you for money on the phone?
No, honestly, no, he never did. That's what I'm surprised about. He never did. And I never offered him any money either.
Okay.
Never did. I was going to tell him straight out. I said, listen, I'll give you food. I'll give you whatever. I won't give you money. But he didn't ask me for anything. I would just give him food and supplies. That was the only thing I would have gave him then. But no, I'm not giving no money. Fuck that. But there's another, like I said, another thing I did see, and he said it was a friend of his, but I didn't believe it. There was a fucking pipe on the floor with a metal, and the metal piece you put in your mouth, and it was like a wood. It was a crazy looking pipe, but you could see the blackness in it. It looked like he's just smoked it or something. And he's like, "Oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. He fucking left it there."
Nah, okay.
So there you go. That's right. So when I heard about the black knuckles thing, that's when I put one on one together, because I don't know nothing about with the knuckles and shit like that. Because, I didn't know nobody who did it, but I found a lot of people with pipes in their pockets when I would, pass them down and shit, yeah. You can smoke crack or whatever like that. But Pizza, let me tell you, he's a CI. I'm telling you now, he's a fucking CI right now. And that's what he's doing. He wants me to go to Florida because he knows he's got something going on over there, so he can lock me up. I'm not stupid.
Yep. Now, did you notice when he was in the car waiting on you? Because he said, wait right here. I'll be right back. I got to put the dog up. But then the pussy didn't go to back to you. But while you was waiting on him, did you notice he went in there and he got I forgot what he got, a hammer or a hatchet?
It was a ball-peen hammer.
Okay. And he slid it in his pocket real slick.
Yes. And then I seen him putting gloves on. And he wasn't close by. He was far away from me.
Yeah, he was like a block and a half.
And that's when I spoke. And then, didn't we speak too, Joey? Didn't we speak?
Yeah.
And you told me I didn't know what was going on, so you told me he wanted me to go over there. And I said, no problem. I went over the fucking bushes, I went over the fucking weeds, like I said, dirt was flying everywhere. I would have got locked up for just messing up the fucking garden around. I said, I would make you kind of, and he tells me, I said, what do you want to do now? He goes, I'm not coming to you. So I said to him, well, I have no fucking problem coming to you. So I walked right across the street, I stopped fucking traffic. And I'm screaming my ass off because I want the people to see what I'm looking at. And I'm like, I said, you want to abuse animals? You want to abuse your animal? You want to abuse your dog? You want to stick fingers in your brother's fucking ass? Come on, motherfucker, put your hands up. Because when he first seen me, he thought I was a fucking fan.
Yep, exactly. Because you yelled.
Oh my God, I never seen a guy come so fast physically in his life because he thought I was a fan.
Yeah, he did a U-turn. Oh
my God, he swerved. He made fucking screech noises and everything. He goes, oh my God, I heard him. Oh my God, a fan. You heard him on the radio, right?
Yep.
He stops. He brings his dog. And he's looking at me. And I said, put your fucking hands up. He's like, what? I go, yeah, put your fucking hands up. He's like, wait, I'm going to put my dog down. Then he's like, then he puts the dog was jumping on me. Then he goes, I don't know you. I swear out the fucking day. He was like, wait a minute. He goes, didn't we make up a couple of days ago? You're Joe and Turkey Neck. Joe and Turkey Neck? Who the fuck you Joe and Turkey Neck? I'm fucking the junkie. You remember you called me a junkie?
Yeah, now he's back to calling you a junkie again.
He realized who I was. He goes, I got no fucking problem with you.
Yeah, he's got no problems. As soon as someone confronts him, all of a sudden he has no problems with him.
Right. So then he was, like I said, he was there when that guy was running around. He was running around his fucking car. Oh my God! If you would see him, you would have been laughing your ass off. People, and he wasn't where we were at. That's not the place where he used to stay at. Because he's saying that he knows the people there. That was nowhere near there.
Okay.
When he said, when he was looking around for cameras and shit, you seen him looking around the buildings and shit like that.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, man, this guy, he thinks, when you put when you say you're gonna kill me now you woke me up, And another thing is about with Sammy the Bull Gravano, like he said, Sammy the Bull Gravano fucking dropped him because he kept bothering Sammy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't leave Sammy alone. Okay, he asked Sammy for $50. Sammy gave him $400. He kept bothering, so Sammy cut him off. And Sammy even said, I just said who he was, but he was nobody. He made this guy Pep, but he was never with us, period.
Now, did he ever drop names to you, and then that you knew those people and asked?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. He dropped names. He dropped the guy named, I think who dropped the guy. He dropped the guy the guy Ori.
Oh yeah.
And I know who Ori is. I spoke to Ori. Ori said, I never heard. He goes, Joey. I never heard of that fucking guy. I spoke to him a few times, and I just want to get off the phone with him because I don't know who he is.
Yeah, that was my friend Angelo introduced. Angelo said he was with Ori and another guy, and he's because this is when Pizza first got on. He goes, "Can you help my friend? He has a YouTube channel." So
right.
I told the story a couple times. So Ori got on the phone with him, and Pizza goes, "Oh, I know you here. I met you there. We were hanging out here, and Angelo said that Ori, he could look at Ori on the phone and see his head was fucking spinning. And he couldn't hear the conversation. And Ori hung up and handed Angelo the phone. And And Ori goes, I don't think I know this fucking guy.
Yeah. He named a lot of people that basically are dead that he knew. So that's all bullshit. You know that right away.
But did he mention any names? And you say, I know that guy, and call the guy up and say, do you know Anthony Caruana? Did that ever happen?
I know what's this fucking guy's name? I'll tell you right now. Yeah. You know a guy because there was a few things with this guy when I knew who he was. You know Anthony Ramundi?
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony Ramundi, everybody says he's a liar, but he did a few things here and there with them. And I asked Anthony Ramundi about it. Because Anthony Ramundi's only too far from me in Brooklyn. He was on the other side. He goes, I know who the guy is, but he was never with us. He never did anything with us. Even this guy too, what the fuck is his name? I spoke to him too, the guy from Back Avenue.
Jimmy Calandria?
Calandria, I spoke to him oh my God, months and months ago. And he said that he didn't even know who the guy is. He always sees him talking shit on TV.
Yeah.
But he does not know who he is.
All right, now this is, we're about 16 minutes in. Is there anything else that you forgot to say that you want to bring up?
I did want to say a few things.
You said you had something written down that you forgot.
Oh yeah. He said about the thing about me coming to Florida. Let me tell you something about the guys in Florida. The cops in Florida, they already know who I am, Pizza, because that's number one. They know who I am because I spoke to a Deputy Carter, and he doesn't know who you are out in Sarasota, and what do you call it? And the Sarasota, and where is he at now, this guy?
Port Charlotte, Englewood?
No, that's Englewood, yeah, Englewood. He's not nice, and he doesn't know who you are, and you don't talk to nobody over there. The only thing he did do was always complain about people in the parking lot over there where you stay. You talk about the people who come near you and they start, what he does is he fights with people out in the parking lot, and then when they get tough with him, he calls the cops on them.
Yep, that's him.
That's one of the reasons I forgot one thing. There's a couple things I fucking forgot that I was going to say, but I gotta remember and I'm gonna bring it up to you again. But there's quite more things I have to talk about.
All right. Well, if you remember, you can bring them up.
Yes. I spoke to a judge about with Tony Pizza. I spoke to a judge 2 days ago that I do bond for, and I told him about the threatening he's doing with people. He said that if you report him, he would have no right to stand on because I showed him videos of Pizza threatening everybody and everybody's family. Pizza is going to be if somebody reports him, he could get very much in trouble and he could get locked up for that. And he said there's no way that somebody could say that because he's homeless, that he cannot get locked up.
Yep. Well, I think he threatened to drive his RV through FBS's door and blow it up. And
how many years ago he's been saying that, right?
Yeah, and then I don't think anybody could do anything about it because we're in different states. They would probably just say, well, call us when he's in like if he threatened my life. And they would probably just say, I didn't look into it, but I'm guessing they would say, well, he's not in New Jersey, so you got nothing to worry about. You know how lazy cops are.
I mean, they'll definitely say that. I mean, because you're in different states, so, he comes by and then call us and all that shit. But still, I mean, listen, we know he's not going to do it.
Nope.
We all know he's not going to do it.
Jackson.
And he thinks if you come to him, he can kill you and get away with it.
Yeah, I heard this one piece. Let me tell you. Right now you're threatening a guy like me. I work with law enforcement. So what you're doing right there, that's a felon right there. Just easy with the words you're fucking saying. Because listen, I want you, if you have the balls, Pizza, come back. Like I said last night or the other night, I'm opening up the floodgates for you. I want you to I'm telling you, you can come back to New York because I'm allowing you to come back and come do what you have to do to me. We'll go in the street, wherever you want to fucking do, Pizza. I have no problem. But I'm not stupid, because I did not say I was coming to Florida, dickhead, and Nobody said I was coming to Florida. You listen to these trolls that tell you that I was there. I was never there.
Yeah. Well, he can't go back to Long Island because or New Jersey because RoboCop is dying to get a piece of him. He's gonna.
Not stupidly. I hope he does. But I just want he just got to be careful that he doesn't get in trouble because pizza's old and shit. Listen, if he wants it, I hope all the rest of what he does. He does what he has to do. But I just don't want him to lose something that I don't want him to lose any because Pizza can be a fucking idiot and turn around and sue or whatever he can.
Oh, he will. He will.
Yeah, and you don't need to do that because you don't want to lose a job, you don't want to lose whatever. And the bullshit, you know what I mean? But I understand RoboCop because I heard the shit he was saying about him and the strip, and it's not fucking right. And that gets to somebody, really. And I'm on RoboCop's side 110%. And everybody else, your side, everybody's side.
Yeah.
Because this is fucking wrong. And you notice he ain't listen. I sleep good at night. When he threatens me, I sleep even better because I know he's not going to fucking do it, number one. And number two, look who it's coming from. It's coming from a fucking schmuck.
Yeah, well, he needs a lesson. He needs to get a lesson learned.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And what he doesn't realize, some people don't give a fuck about going to jail like him. He thinks everybody's like him, scared to death of jail. Not everybody's afraid of jail, and he's going to find that out with me and RoboCop. RoboCop for sure.
No, absolutely. If you don't care about going to jail, hey, add to it because you know what? He does need a fucking beat.
Yep. Oh, he's got one coming. He's got it coming. I don't know who's going to do it. But, there's one coming. That mouth he's got. I'm sure he's got a couple of them.
It's the fucking mouth.
Yep.
That's the problem. It's his fucking mouth. If he shuts the fuck up, everything will be fine. You know what the problem is with him? If nobody talks about him, he's fucked.
Yep.
He has nothing to say. Right now, he's fighting me right now because he has nobody else right now to bother right now. But after me, it's going to be somebody else again.
Yep.
He goes around the circles, this guy.
All right, Joe, I'm going to end this. It's been about 22 minutes, but this is pretty good right here.
We're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry. I know I had some more shit to tell you, but my mind goes crazy sometimes. But I will come on. I will speak my mind again.
All right, no problem. All right, Joe. I'm gonna finish this right now.